some of the other ones that I've seen where the walls are wet, they can get up to $2,000–3,000.
New at 10, homeowners are paying for water damage even in areas where rain hasn't hit hard. How you can avoid those costly repairs.
A maintenance manager being hailed a hero for his actions during storms. What he's saying about the unlikely find of a carbon monoxide leak.
For the first time, we hear from jurors in the trial of raw milk producer Vernon Hershberger. I'm Theo Keith with their accounts into the case.
Those jurors say they grew frustrated with prosecutors and say their deliberation was quick and peaceful. Good evening, I'm Eric Franke.
And I'm Michelle Lee. 4 weeks ago, a Sauk County jury acquitted Vernon Hershberger of 3 counts, convicting him of breaking state seals and continuing to sell raw milk after the state ordered him not to. A judge fined him $1,000 and ordered him to pay court costs. Only News 3's Theo Keith gives us an inside look into the case through the eyes of 2 jurors.
Well, Michelle, those jurors deny that they were biased toward Hershberger. One of them now says she would not have convicted the Sauk County farmer on even that one charge.
Welcome to the Rock Springs Library.
In the small Sauk County village of Rock Springs, raw milk is a big issue. So when Vernon Hershberger showed up to hear from the jurors who decided his fate, he got a hero's welcome. 12 Sauk County jurors acquitted Hershberger of 3 charges, convicting him on another.
Would you like to start this out with maybe you telling us your experience
about ourselves?
Kelly Winicky of Rock Springs and Michelle Hopp of Merrimack were on the panel and say they grew fatigued by the week-long trial, blaming prosecutors for objections that delayed the proceedings.
It was frustrating because it seemed like a waste of everybody's time. It would have been nice to be able to move forward with the testimony.
And with it being dragged on so long, it's like I was tired and exhausted.
The jurors say they got renewed energy and decided to deliberate late on a Friday. Prosecutors had alleged Hershberger illegally sold his raw milk products, but the jurors put a lot of weight into the membership system that Hershberger used.
How is that not a retail operation?
You can't just walk off the street and go in and buy something off his shelves.
To me, just looking at this case,
In an unusual move, 5 jurors came to Hershberger's sentencing earlier this month, including Hopp and Winicky. Hopp and 3 others wrote a letter to the judge asking for leniency. They deny that they had a small-town bias against the state's case.
I went in with open mind, and I went in with the evidence that was placed in front of me.
I'm really glad that Vernon and his family have closure. I'm glad that it's close to being over for them, because it was probably a very difficult 3 years.
Hershberger's defense attorney says the farmer has picked up as many as 100 new members since the trial. Hershberger has said he will continue with business as usual.
All right, hot button issue. Thanks, Theo.